quick sound check. I'm testing Facebook. Facebook sound check. This one is for YouTube. Yep. YouTube is good. All right, what's good, y'all? You know what it is. We made it. Another episode on the way. All right, so I'm getting all of this stuff situated for distribution through various social media platforms. And then we're going to get started with the stream and with the podcast. All right. So yes, sit tight. How's the audio coming through on IG? And also, can you hear the sound effects? If you can hear the sound effects, the audio is good. But you have to verify that for me, all right? Check, Lulu. All right, we almost there, y'all. Yes, sit tight. All right, we almost there. Almost there. So it appears that all the live streams are good. Audio is good. And we're getting ready to start recording for the podcast. So, need to check and see if my alarm is set, which I believe that it is. And looking good. Looking good. All right, so seemed like there was one more thing I needed to do. Okay, I need to pin the post on YouTube. Do that right now. So that's the website. So the website for the podcast is now on all three platforms. It's posted on Instagram. It's posted in the watch party on Facebook. And it's posted in YouTube as well. So wherever you are, I'll be able to see you and I'll be able to see your comments regardless of what platform you're on. All right. When you guys come on, make sure that you like the video on whatever platform you're on. If you're on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notifications. If you're on IG, like the video or heart the video, whatever it is, and then follow the page. And then on Facebook, heart the video and follow the TeamAlliance page. All right. All right. So let's see. I think that's it. No, it's not. I got 2 more things to do. And then we're going to be ready. All right, we are almost there. Almost there. Yep, almost there. Hold on. All right, we almost there. Almost there. There's a lot that goes into this, which I know that y'all already know. So it is what it is, man. Perfection takes time. All right. And I actually would like to share the watch party as well. Let me see if I can even do it. If it lets me do it, I'll do it. Joel, you like that, huh? Yeah, it is fire, though. It is. Surely is. Joel said that's fire. And it is. All right, so I did it already on my timeline. I want to do it over here. There we go. All right. Yep. All right. So, one other thing too, for any of you that are not NTA in training, like if you're just still eyeballing and listening and plugging into the content, go and join the Facebook group. There's a TeamAlliance Facebook public group that you can join. Make sure that you join that as well, because you'll get notified when I come on lives and when new content is released. You'll get it first, because those alerts always go through for some reason on Facebook. The Facebook alerts go through. Like when something goes on in a group, they always go through. Shout out to Facebook for that. Shout out to Facebook for getting something right. All right, so we good, man. We are good. All right, so we're gonna start recording for the podcast. Of course, we got a real good topic today. Once again. And that's about it for now. Take one last look at this euro. Get this timer right. I don't think the timer's set properly. Yeah, there we go. All right, cool. All right, so we got another about a half hour or so to observe. So we'll do it. We'll observe. Because that's what we do. All right. All right, so we're going to start recording the podcast. I'll do the roll call when we get busy with that. All right, here we go. All right, y'all know what it is. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance, Brooklyn Moses Podcast, episode 15. Episode 15. There was a little brief delay on the upload for episode 14 from last week, which we did Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And I don't think it went up until Sunday, either Sunday or Saturday night, one or the other. But there was some type of outage on the podcast website. So for some reason it wouldn't allow me to upload, but it's there now. And typically the upload is always available later in the evening after the podcast is recorded. All right, so just wanted to make sure I put that out there. I know some of y'all were wondering, well, where's 14 at? 14 is there. It is there. It was a little late, but it's there. We focus now.
I'm focused, man.
All right. Let's do the roll call. See who we got in the building. So on Facebook, I see Joel. I see Jay Carly in the building, holding it down. And they were in the watch party. I see Cherie also watching. What's happening, Cherie? And let's see who we got. IG. Huh? Yeah, speak up. No. Lulu be nosy. Shout out to Lulu for being nosy. All right, so on IG we got who's that? Eddie? Eddie Rock's in the building. Jay Cleasy's in the building. Of course, Nico's here. JT in the building. Got my mans in them over here. Torre is here. Yeah. Sharonda, what's up? Polished. Man, I like that. I like that handle. That's hard. And I also think that is Jared. All right, so IG gang's in the building. I ain't kind of heavy today, too. Shout out. And, of course, YouTube is here. Omnipresent. Stacy's in the building. Kalisha. Ashton, Maui Jeff, EJ, Jay Carly, Melanie, Shawnee, Oswald, Charles, and Fran. Good evening. All right, so we here, man. We are here. So we got a good topic today, as usual. How to become the best in trading without trying. Anytime we do the pre-wind, you know it's going to be a good one. Pre-wind is when I rewind before something is said. Pre-wind. And nobody better not take my stuff either. People be taking your stuff. All right, so with this topic, how to become the best without trying, the basis of that really came from Fred was good. The basis of this topic really came out of nowhere. Like I was doing something and I just typed that in. It just came just like that. And I think that what actually brought that to mind is that when you have an actual framework, a blueprint, an actual solid way of making something be successful through execution of it. So in other words, you want this to happen, and then you have the blueprint to make it happen. It's just like with a house. When you have a blueprint to build the house, you don't have to figure things out. They've already been figured out. The blueprint has all of the engineering, all of the architecture, everything associated with building whatever it is, which means that that blueprint can be used to build that house wherever you want to build it. You understand? So a part of the blueprint is the foundation, without a doubt. The foundation, which is where the building is going to stand. So in other words, whatever that house is that you're building is going to stand on the foundation of what you're building it on. That's how the house will last and will stand the test of time. So when it comes to trading for us, when people join up with TA, I know that they don't realize right away that they're actually going to become the best in trading. First of all, shout out for that. That was hard. Because that's a bold statement to make. But I do want you to understand, Red Rums, what's up? That this is what is happening. So in other words, when you join with us, it's the equivalent of you now having a blueprint to build your house. You see where I'm going with this, right? You got the blueprint now. It's the TA blueprint, but you're building your house. Now, why is that relevant for the topic? It's because you're becoming the best whether you know it or not. Some of y'all don't even know that you're going to be the best at what we do. You don't even know that. Y'all just think that you're trying to figure things out. And I understand that's just a part of being, new to something that you're doing. But when you actually understand what you're doing and you realize and it hits you, you're like, wow. What we're actually doing is building a framework that is going to position us to execute the same process over and over again. Now, what does that mean? What it means is that the process that you're executing is a winning process, period. So with it being a winning process, it means that every time that you apply the process, you're going to win. Listen to what I'm saying. Every time you apply the process, you're going to win. Every time that you apply the process, you're either going to make money or you're not going to lose money. Both of those are wins. Making money, win. Not losing, win. And this is where the whole idea of 1 and 0 comes from. 1 is the win. 0 is not losing. So when we say forever and oh, that's what we mean. We're forever going to be profitable and we're not going to lose, period. Now, how is that even something that can be done? Well, is the market ever wrong? Think about this. Like think about the things that I'm going to bring up. One, is the market ever wrong? The answer is no. Because regardless of what you wanted or want the market to do, it does what it wants to do, doesn't it? No matter what. It always does whatever it wants to do. So if that's the case, well, what happens if you just decide to align yourself with whatever the market's doing at the time? Meaning that you just make a decision to only do anything in the market based on whatever the market decides it wants to do at the time. And then you align yourself with whatever that decision is that the market makes. Instead of you trying to force an outcome that's not there. See, the market is interesting and powerful because the market tells you the outcome. Whoa. Uh-oh. Market is telling you the outcome before the outcome comes. Hold on. This is a goosebump area for me. So y'all got to bear with me. The market tells you what it's doing before it does it. That's not a prediction that you have to make, is it? So what it means is that if you don't have to predict, all you have to do is align yourself. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Right? When you align yourself with the market, now you don't have to try to guess where it's going or guess what it's doing. The market is telling you what it's doing. Your job is to just simply speak the language of the market. That's where the framework and the blueprint comes in. See, the blueprint is the interpreter of what the market speaks. That's why when you apply the process and you just follow the blueprint, it works every time. So it's not that trading is something where you're actually picking trades and you're trying to win the trades that you end up in. Trading is actually something that can become profitable for you when you actually rely on the foundation of what trading is based on. What is trading based on? Just think about this for a second. What is trading actually based on? Markets. So hold on. That tells us a lot of information. If trading is based on markets, what if we just align ourselves with the market all the time, no matter what? Regardless of what's going on, instead of us being emotional, you know what I'm saying. Oh, I didn't get a trade this week. Oh boy, man, I need a trade. I hope I get one this week. I didn't get one last week. I hope I get one this week. I didn't get one yesterday. I hope one comes today. Oh no, the Thanksgiving holiday's coming up. Market's going to be closed. Oh man. People get upset when the market be closed because they want to trade and because they're anxious to get a trade. When it's not about that. There might be a Thanksgiving where you end up getting a trade, or I should say the holiday, because this year the market reopened on Friday morning, right? Friday morning, and it closed early on Friday also, closed at 3:00. So when I came on, the market had just closed. I thought it was open till 4. I stood corrected. It is what it is, right? Now, if you are anxious, you'll be mad when the market closes, but you mad for the wrong reason. You're upset that the market is closed because you feel like you didn't get yours. Oh man, hold on. This is a sensitive area right here for a lot of people. You feel like you didn't get yours. And that's why you're mad that the market closed. We got to flip that around. And of course, this is not applying to everybody. This is just me talking in general. Anytime I talk like this, I'm definitely not talking about what we do, because we're conditioned not to be that way, period. Like the way that I'm conditioning you guys, we don't think like that at all. We don't think you're developing more of a whatever the market decides attitude than anything. And as long as you allow that to be the case, you're always going to have the same outcome. What's the outcome? You're either going to win when you do trade, or you're not going to trade at all and you're not going to lose anything. Same outcome, no matter what. So a lot of times people think that trading is about making a trade. Most of the time, trading is about not taking a trade. Because what the market does is the market tells you when it ain't time to trade. So if the market is letting you know that the timing is not right, you shouldn't be in trade mode at all. At all. You understand? So if that's the case, then the more time that you spend in trade mode, the less time you spend in market mode applying the process. That's not where you want to be. And what we call that from our process is deviation. So in other words, the blueprint that we follow simply keeps us in alignment with the market. That's what it is. It's not about, oh, well, how many trades does your strategy average typically in a week? For one, we don't have a strategy. That's not what we use. For two, the market decides to do whatever it wants to, and we're okay with that, and we allow that to be the case. And three, we make ourselves available whenever we have time to or want to, or if we don't want to, we don't make ourselves available. So there's no way to take what we do and back test it. Like, this is not an expert advisor on MT4. You going to take it and go back in time and test it. You're not dealing with the market back in time. This is another way that people will kind of drift off into the wrong thought process. They're thinking about historical data. They're looking at what the market did already, but they don't know how to interpret what the market's doing right now. Whoa, hold on. Again, this is why you're becoming the best without even trying to do it when you follow the blueprint that we have. You don't have to try to do anything when you align yourself with the market. Like, you realize that. You're not trying to do anything. What you're doing is you're keeping yourself in alignment with whatever the market is doing. Period. Which ensures that the outcome will always be the same. 1 or O. And that's it. Rinse and repeat. So now what this does is this is how you establish an actual business now with trading. This is how you actually build a career. This is how you actually become the best at this, and you ain't even try to be the best. You're not even trying. Listen, I don't care about being the best if I'm losing. Listen, you got to define what best means. Define that. I'll give you an example. Five of us in TA, 5 of us, just 5 random people that train with TA. All of us have different experiences when we trade. One of us averaging 1 trade a week. Another one trade every 2 weeks. Another one, 2 trades a week. Another one, maybe 3 trades a week. I'm just giving arbitrary numbers. Now, all of them are training with TA, learning the same framework, using the same blueprint. What someone will do is they'll look at the 5 and they'll say, oh, well, y'all all got different results. Do we? Not at all. The result is the same for us. It's 1-0. It don't matter how many of them I got. The point is, anytime that I trade, anytime that we trade, it's going to be 1-0. Oh, well, you only took one trade in 2 weeks. So what? So what? If you even look at that within a year, that's still 6 figures. Whoa. You move yourself into position, you trade once every 2 weeks, it's still 6 figures. Oh, you didn't realize that. Makes sense. So this is what I'm saying about perspective. People will confuse everything that's going on and they'll create stuff in their own head based on what they think that they're looking at. Oh, well, y'all, how many of you are full-time traders? Well, everybody's not a full-time trader right away. You elevate to the point where you just trade full-time. You don't snap your fingers and do it. It's a process. But the process to get there is not ultimately the thing that you're focusing on. It's the process that leads to you getting there. Whoa. Understand what I'm saying? It's just like you saying, yo, I think I'm ready to go full time, but you have not proven that you are 1-0. You ain't forever and 0 yet. How you going full time? You see? You got to prove that you're already doing what needs to be done before you make a decision to go full time. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like people look at this like it's something where you can just become a full-time trader by snapping your finger without putting the work in, though. Come on, it doesn't work like that. The reason that you'll become full-time is because there ain't nothing else to do. This is what you do now. And because you're so great at the process and you just simply rinse and repeat and apply the process over and over again, now you realize, oh, snap, I'm already doing it. You realize you're doing it already. You see? So your mind is switching around now because you're not in your head thinking, oh, well, you know, my goal is to become full time. Listen to what I'm saying. You're going to become the best without trying. Hold on. Hold on. You're going to become the best without even trying to be the best. This is what's happening. That's what's happening. So without you even trying, you already going to be the best. But it's why. The reason. What's the reason that you're going to be the best? It's because you have the blueprint. That's it. So this is why I said earlier on, it doesn't even matter if that's what your intention was. Your intention may not be, I don't want to be the best. Well, define the best. Define it. To me, the best means that you don't lose. It don't mean that you made $1 million for the year, although you can get to that point. I'm not saying that you can't. But my point is that, are you the best because of your number for the year? Are you the best because of how many trades you take in a week? Or are you the best because you don't lose and know why you don't lose? Are you the best because you've developed discipline so that every time that you apply the process, you ain't going to lose? What makes you the best? Again, my point is, if you understand the market and you understand how you relate to the market, that makes you the best now. Because it means that you're in alignment with the market and only with the market. You're not in alignment with what you want the market to do. We know that that's wavery and shaky. That's shaky right there. You trying to force everything you want on the market, that ain't nothing that you can do over the long term. It'll work occasionally. You'll win some trades. And then the market will slap fire at it and you ain't gonna know what happened.
What you talking about, Willis?
You ain't gonna know what happened to you. So again, being in alignment with the market is what allows you to be the best without even trying to. Because the market is never wrong. That's it. That's it, man. Rawson in the building. What's up, man? I appreciate that. Rav Drum said, let's go, bro. You have so much knowledge. Let's go. Every day, my man. Soak it all up. Soak it up, then apply it. Peter, what's going on, brother? James Cade, I see you. Yes, indeed. Facebook gang is in the building. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, man. So this is good. This is good stuff. This is good stuff, man. Let me come over back into the comments real quick. If I can find it. Oh, okay, there you go. Jay Carly said, we may not all be full time, but we are all free from worrying about how to get there. Whoa, hold on. That's a double rewind. She said we may not all be full time, but we are all free from worrying about how to get there. What? Muhammad, what's happening? He said a sign of an amateur trader is someone who takes 6 trades, half of them bad entries, the other half the market gives away gambler money. Then while you ask them, they can't answer. Yes. Yes. A sign of someone that doesn't know what they're doing. Definitely they can't answer why they took the trade in the first place. That is all facts. Jake Hardy said, I'm the best because every time I place order, I know why and I know I will win. That's hard. Paley said $1 million can come and go, but skill will never leave you when you require it. Facts. Tiffany is in the building. My TA cousin. What's happening, Tiffany? Yeah, but this is good stuff, man. This is definitely good stuff. And, you know, I'm very adamant and I'm serious when I talk about being in alignment with the market, because that's an important difference between us and what just about damn near everybody else be doing. It's a reverse thought process. It's the opposite of what you think that it is. It's the opposite of what you think that it's supposed to be. People look at trading like it's this thing where you're supposed to get a certain amount of trades every day. You're supposed to get a certain amount of trades every week, right? No. The market don't work like that. The market is always doing whatever it's doing. It's just like how people try to organize their trades into sessions. Oh, well, I like to trade during the New York session because there's more volatility in the market. Well, what if today ain't no volatility during the New York session? What you gonna do?
What you talking about, Willis?
Like, what are you gonna do about that? Are you now, because you're supposed to get your trades during that session and that's the only one that you trade during, are you now gonna go and force a trade somehow? What you gonna do? You understand my point? So because you can't do that under any circumstance, it don't even make sense to try to box in what you're doing to a session. It's like, why? Why do that? Oh, I want to trade Asian session because it's slower. There's a better chance of me getting. Well, the Asian session ain't always slower. London is not always faster and volatile. But these are associations that people make, and that they make assumptions that the market is going to do before they see what the market actually is doing. And that's not a safe way to position yourself in your trading career. Yet people keep doing it. It's like people do all of this stuff all the time, over and over again, that sets them up. And then when you get set up, you blame the market for setting you up. But the market didn't do nothing to you. Listen, the market don't even know that we're there. Let's say it again. Market don't even know we're there. The market is just doing what it does every day, all day. So it's not the market's responsibility, and it ain't the market's job to do anything for you. It's the market's job to do what it does. That's it. It's the boss. It's the king of everything that's going on. It controls the outcome every time. So now if you know that, because understand what I'm saying, I'm not asking you if that's what the market does. I'm telling you that that's what the market does. That's truth. So people are funny when it comes to truth because it's something that they don't always want to accept. No, I'm going to figure it out. Nah, bro, all you need is a good strategy, bro. Okay. Did you get one yet? You've been working on your strategy for 5 years. You still ain't got it. You've been buying strategies for a year. Got to keep buying new ones, huh? So you know that that's not the answer. That's not the answer. TA is the answer. That's why it's TA. See, because TA is the answer because of what we're doing. TA is the answer because we're in alignment with the market. That's what I'm conditioning everybody on my team to do. To remain in alignment with the market. When you align yourself with the market, you know what the outcome is going to be. You already know. Because the market is deciding the outcome. Period. Crazy. Peter said, the way I used to trade was like Russian roulette. One bullet in the chamber and blew my brains out a few times. He said a few times. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And I mean, that's always a good topic to do. It's like, why do people consider trading gambling, or why does trading end up becoming gambling for most people? I think that's probably more of a valid topic. It's like, why does trading end up being a gamble for the majority of people? And really what it is that folks are not educated. They're not educated about the market. They're not informed about the way that profits can consistently be made. They're not informed just about the basic foundation of not only how markets work, but how the platform that you trade on, how is that intertwined with the market itself? It's like, you got to know these things, and people don't know none of it. There's people still thinking that you trading against NADEX. There's people that still think you trading against the market. Well, Mark, you are trading against the market. No, you're not. No, you're not. The market doesn't even know that you're there. This is what I'm saying about misinformation. This is why I constantly go through these things, because through me just having the dialogue, I'm able to provide some value through educating you. You're not trading against the market. You're not. Trading with the instrument that we use, the 5-minute binaries, you ain't trading against the market. The market is determining the outcome. So how can you be trading against the market? You're not. You're not. What you're actually trading against is your own lack of understanding of the market. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whew. You ain't even trading against other people on the platform. You think that you are. But when it's all said and done, it's your lack of understanding of the market that is the one that you're fighting. That's where the fight exists. You and what you don't know. You and what you don't understand. Because every time that you place a trade, there's someone on the other side of the trade. But if you don't know why you placed that trade, you don't know why you're in that trade at the moment, and you don't understand what it is about the market that gave you permission to even be in that trade, you have no business being in the trade, and the trade is now a coin flip because you don't know what the outcome of the trade is going to be. Listen to me. The reason you don't know the outcome is not because the market is unpredictable and it does all type of crazy stuff. It's because you don't understand what the market is doing at the current time. You're not understanding timing in the market. You're not understanding, well, this is the behavior right now. This is what the behavior is right now. Okay, man, let me take a closer look at it. Ooh, did you see what it did in the last few seconds? Yep, I did see it. Did you? That's what the behavior is. Is that the behavior that you would want to be present when you're in a trade? No, I would hate to be in that. All right, so then that's not permission by the market for you to trade now, is it? Look at that. That's a jewel right there. Come on, man. Come on. That right there is the jewel right there. That's the jewel right there. So if you can't even align yourself with that part, how are you going to be able to do this long term? How are you going to be able to become full time? How are you going to be able to have this be a business for you? How is this going to be a career for you? You see, that's why I always make sure that I'm providing the framework for how it can become that, because you can do it, but you ain't going to be able to do it with what you're currently doing. You're not going to be able to become full time doing the stuff that you're doing now. You just ain't going to be able to do it. Until you begin to align yourself with the market, I don't care how good at picking trades that you become. Oh, well, Mark, I use your strategy all the time, man. Yeah. Okay. And what's your results been like? Oh, well, sometimes I just, so that means that you lost. You lost some trades, right? All right. So then if you losing, you ain't doing what I'm doing. I'm just saying. If you're losing, it means you're not in the line. See, understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you lost because you didn't, for some reason, apply my strategy. I don't have a strategy. That's what I'm saying. What I do is not a strategy. The only reason that you'll lose is because you're not in alignment with the market at the time. And you decided to take a trade on your own. Whoa, hold on. You decide to take a trade on your own without the market's permission. When the market tells you what the outcome is going to be, that's the market giving you permission. Come on, man. It's so simple. It's too simple for people to comprehend sometimes. It's very simple. I know that you don't want to necessarily stop doing what you're doing, but you're going to have to stop. You're going to have to stop. Oh, well, recently I've been taking some trades and, my timing has been off a little bit and, I don't know, man. Maybe I just need to slow down. Yeah, you need to slow down, but understand that you are not applying a strategy when you trade. That's not what you're doing. It ain't about the trade when you trade. Listen, you want to stop losing? Stop making it about the trade when you trade. It needs to be about what the market's doing when you trade. You need to become more in tune with that. This is why, see, like this is another thing that pisses people off because they don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to take the time to do that. All that takes too much time. If I do that, I ain't never going to get a trade. Yeah, you are going to get a trade because you're going to understand why you're in a trade. You're also going to understand why you would not be in a trade. We don't play with the market. When the market is showing you little subtle behavior that's letting you know that it's still off, that it ain't quite there yet, you don't think you should pay attention to what that is? You don't think you should respect what that is and say, you know what, I ain't doing nothing? You don't think you should do that? It would behoove you to do that. So again, just to provide even more clarification, it's never the market. It's not the market's fault. It's your fault for not understanding the market. And if you can accept that and bow down to that, see, that's just another thing too, ego and pride. People don't want to admit things and they don't want to submit. It's so funny. That's crazy. People don't want to admit or submit. You don't want to admit that you're doing something, and then you don't want to submit to the process. When you submit to the process, you submit to the market. They're one and the same. The process that we use is the foundation for being in alignment with the market. Submit. What does that mean? You need to get out of trade mode ASAP, immediately. You're in trade mode, you need to get out of it. You need to shift into market mode. And when you make the shift, and then now what you're doing is applying the process to the market, in market mode, now you start understanding the why. You start understanding, okay, yeah. Yep. Market definitely giving up permission now. Then you see that trade set up and you're like, oh man, how did I miss that? You know how many times people have recorded and sent recordings into the group? And when I look at them, I'm like, man, it's interesting that you didn't take that trade. They saw it and they recognized it. So that's the first part. But there comes a point, we was talking about this last week, where you're going to have to click. You're going to have to click in, pull that trigger. So it's like being able to navigate that whole idea. It's like you need to know when to click in and when not to. Period. You need to know when you're even in click mode. That's another one. Click mode is not just something you just in all the time. The prerequisite for click mode is market mode. When you stick to that, you can't mess up because you're allowing the market to guide your steps as you move. You see? And the longer that you do that for, the longer that you'll remain consistent. And then after a while, you'll always be consistent, period. You're just never not consistent no more at all. And that's the place where you want to be. This is why I always talk about how it doesn't matter how long that takes, because it don't. It literally don't matter how long it takes you to get to that point. Because being at that point is the bag. When you get to that point, you stop chasing the bag. Because you become the bag. That's it. So, this is what everything is leading up to. Like ultimately, when it's all said and done, everything that we're doing is leading up to that. To moving us right into that position where we don't have to even think about it anymore. You just execute the process regardless, no matter what. It's a constant execution, execution, execution. And that's it. Powerful stuff, man. Yep. Peter said it's the rush to get nowhere. Right. Right. It's so crazy. When you try to rush things, you slow everything down. Literally. People are in a rush to get trades. People are in a rush to build up their account. People are in a rush. Oh, I need to do something. I got to do whatever I'm going to do. I got to do in the next 3 to 6 months. Okay. So that's your plan. Your plan is that you got to do what you got to do in the next 3 to 6 months. And that's it. Or would it make more sense for you to learn the lifetime framework that will allow you to always be in position, period? Not just 3 to 6 months from now. See, on the contrary, you could flip it around and mess that whole thing up by trying to rush because you got 3 to 6 months in your head. So now you create unnecessary pressure for yourself that don't need to be there. Hold on. Now you got an unnecessary pressure on yourself that you created that don't have to be there, but it's there because you put it there. And that pressure leads to you deviating because now you're not doing what you're being conditioned to do. You see what I'm saying? This is how people can come around us and mess up. It's like you can come into TA and mess up. You can do that. But everything that I'm talking about on a daily basis is designed to prevent you from doing that. Because I'm trying to catch you before you start tapping into your BS. See, we need to work on your BS before you do anything, period. Your mindset has to elevate. This is why we work on mindset first. Why do you think 301 Mindset is a public video for free? So that you can start training before you start training. You need mindset training first. Your mindset is what's going to allow you to execute the process that you're being conditioned to. And that's it. It's crazy. Crazy. Ozzy, what's happening? Paley said, getting a trade without permission is like petting a hungry cat without feeding it. Respect it. It might just scratch you, so you better watch out. Hard. That was hard. Jelani's in the building. What's up, man? Crazy. All of this stuff, so true, man. So true. So, yeah, man. So, just to come back full circle to the topic, once again, it's like, as you realize that you're learning a process that is designed not to be like what you're used to doing. It's purposely designed to flip everything around that you're doing now. It's not supposed to be what you're doing now. Understand what I'm saying? It's different on purpose. There's a reason it's not designed the way that you are used to. Oh, well, Mark, I'm used to getting at least a trade or two a day. How's that been going for you? How's that been going? If it was going great, you wouldn't be talking to me. So because you're talking to me, I know that it ain't going great. And if you know now that, man, maybe that's what I was doing wrong. Yeah. You think? You thinking about the number of trades. You're not thinking about the quality of trades. And when I say quality of trades, I don't even mean the trade. When I say quality of trade, I mean the market. Hold on. Whoa. Come on, man. Listen, dig deep. It ain't about trades. It's about why you're in the trade. Why are you going to end up in the trade? Why? That's the question you have to be asking yourself all the time. Anytime that you're thinking about taking a trade or you take a trade, the question should have already been answered before you take the trade. We talking about this last week too. Why it's important to develop skill before you trade. That was one of the topics from last week. People want to trade without the skill. You're wilding. You're wilding. You do that, you'll continue to repeat everything that's already been happening. And we know where that has gotten you thus far. Well, I'm used to taking at least 1 or 2 a day. All right, so guess what? You may not take no trades for a week during this process. As you learning this, you might not trade at all. As a matter of fact, you won't trade at all because you still don't know why you should be trading in the first place. It didn't click yet, so you shouldn't be in a trade. Guess what else? We're going to document it too. So now when you start observing the market, you're going to record that. When you start taking trades, you're going to record that. That documentation is going to be the backup. That's the foundation right there for you to elevate off of. This is a part of the process. Well, Mark, what's your process? I just told you. Observation, recording, not taking trades because the market didn't permit us to yet. Understanding what permission means. How should the market look when you win a trade? How important is the trade? We come to find out that the trade is not even what's important. It's when you took the trade. And did you understand why you took it at that time? Hold on. Come on. These are the questions that you need to ask and answer. And until you can answer them, just ask them for now. I'm giving you the right questions to ask. Ask yourself these questions. Man, would I want to be in a trade right now at this current time? Look at how the market moved. Oh man, you saw that? Shit, that shit moved in the last 10 seconds. All right, that's behavior. That's behavior present. Would you want to be in a trade at that time? No, I definitely wouldn't have, because I would have bought. I would have bought that one and I would have lost. Exactly. Now you start to see why you were losing. Some of y'all be funny too, because you try to figure out what I'm doing and you'll try to take the same trades as me, right? You'll wait for the market to slow down and you're looking like, oh yeah, the market is nice and slow. Yeah, this is how he be trading. And then you do it and you keep doing it, right? You take 4 trades in a row and you might win them. Then that 5th one, you get slapped. And you're like, oh man, what happened? Oh, it doesn't work. And then what's funny is that because you lost, you think I'll be losing. You took a loss, you think that that's what happens to me. And then they'll come on here and they'll say that. Nah, Mark, it's impossible for you to never lose. Well, I don't trade like you trade. I trade when the market tell me to trade. I know you don't do that. You sitting there trying to take every one of them trades that you think that is being given to you. You sitting there looking, oh yeah, market's nice and slow. Oh yeah, baby, it's time to collect. When it's about more than slow. You don't think the market will slap you when it's slow? Goes to show you there's more to it than that, ain't it? Then you'll see me take a trade when the market's fast. You'll see that too. Be like, damn, how you do that? I thought he only traded when it was slow. Then you'll see a move and the move will be humongous. You'll be like, damn, he took that. That thing was, whoo. That thing was that, yeah, man. It was nowhere near the strike. Of course not. I understand what I'm looking at. I understand what I'm seeing at the time. It ain't about fast or slow. You thought it was, right? You over there looking for slow markets. Oh, well, Mark likes to trade when the market's not moving at all. All right, go try it. Then you try it and you get slapped on the 5th trade. And then that's when you come on here and you try to talk shit to me. When all you gotta do is learn the blueprint and follow it. Stop trying to become the master when there's already a master at it. Why are you going to try to be the master at it? And I'm not saying I'm the master, but I'm under the master. You understand? The process is the master. You ain't got that. So if you don't follow the process, what are you following? You trying to figure something else out. Well, it ain't going to work if you don't figure out the foundation and the principles involved. If you don't understand behavior, you definitely ain't going to get it. So good luck with that. But that's what it is, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. EJ said, TA, that's all we do. Help each other lock in and execute correctly. All facts. All facts. What's up, Fonz? He said it's more about money. Oh, it's not about money. It's about your mindset. Yes. 100%. Peleus, our training is designed to be a defensive player, not an offensive player. Whoa. Oh. That was hard. Shawnee, only thing I'm in rush to do is 86 this 9 to 5 because he who works all day has no time to make money. Time to switch things up. And you right there, Shawnee. You right there. Hey, are you gonna pick up the phone? Let the phone ring an hour. Paley said it's impossible to lose if you don't take. We don't take and ride. We receive and achieve. Oh. Paley is going in. All right. Paley is going in. Sharice says, how many moves do you know how to make how many moves do you know how to make based on the various markets? Cherie, what do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that question. How many moves do you know how to make based on the various markets? Yeah, ask that again. I'm not sure what you're asking. That's Cherie over on Facebook. Yeah, ask me that again. Joel said Dragonfly Jones side of the game. That is funny. Ozzy said, the master sent you to help us crossing the broke sea and take us to the knowledge land. Yes, sir. Ooh, this is hard. Pre-wine for this. So this is the answer to that question about how many moves. Jay Carly said, well, just the one move, the winning one. Whoa. Whoa. Hard. Sadiq says to stop trading time for money is our goal. Facts. Facts. And like, see, when you understand and you know that's where you're going, the more that you just focus on the process at hand that we do, the closer that you get to where you want to end up at. You're getting closer and closer every day to leaving your 9 to 5, whether you realize it or not. Even on the days when it don't feel like it, you're gonna have plenty of them days where it don't feel like that's what you're doing. But I assure you that that's what's happening because the dynamic for what you're doing is there. You're following a blueprint that is exactly that. You got to understand that what we're doing is not just allowing you to leave your job. What we're doing is changing you. It's changing who you are. You think you're going to be able to change your mindset and you don't change? It's changing you. You have to be a different person than the person that has a 9 to 5 right now. Whoa. Whoa. You got to become the person that don't. You're turning into the person that's free from that. Listen to me. Listen to me. You're transforming into the person that is free from the 9 to 5. I'm not saying that in a way like, oh yeah, look, man, you come over here, man. We you're gonna quit your job, man. You're gonna quit your job. It's like you're not even thinking about that. You know that that's what's gonna happen because you can't have a job and be who you're gonna become. Whoa. I'm telling you now. Listen to what I'm saying carefully. Your thought process. Just everyday thought process. Knowing that you already have what it takes to get what you need at the time. It comes. You don't have to think about getting it. I don't sit around waiting and hoping for a trade. When it comes, it comes. You can take your time, get into position. People don't understand what we got in our hands right here. You learning the underlying skill set that lets you take $100 now, $100, and you use the skill set to build yourself into a position where now that same one trade that you took each time to build up to be in a position, that one trade is worth more than a month worth of income for you. Or for one trade. Position. That position is in your mind first. Listen, you got to normalize the mindset first. Hold on. You got to normalize the thought process that you're changing. This is not the thought process that you have right now, but it's the thought process that you're growing and developing. And every day that you chip away a little bit, all them little bits is adding up. 301. Repeat. 301 mindset. Repeat. 301. Repeat. You think that ain't doing nothing? That's what's doing everything. That's what's doing everything. It's changing you. Listen, you can't be the person that's going to be at that position until you become the person. You got to turn into the person. That's what this is. You thought it was just you learning how to trade. We're not even trading. All we doing is aligning ourselves with the market. Whoa. Hold on, man. Listen to me, man. What we doing is beyond trading. It's beyond that. Being in alignment with the market ain't trading. It's the next level up. It's how you be winning and people don't understand how. You win and people don't understand why you won. Like, damn, he won that one too. Damn, that's another one. Well, damn, you did that. It's only 30 trades? Wow, you only did that in 30. You built up that account in 30 trades? People are dumbfounded. They're going to look at you like you crazy. Because what you're doing is crazy. Because you're doing everything crazy at first. It ain't normal what we do. Training ain't normal. People don't be training. People don't train. People don't even like the idea of training. People don't go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? People hate going to the gym. They might go like a week. Then they fall off and then that's it. It's a wrap. Ain't been back to the gym yet. But you got the membership. No. We training every day. For freedom. Come on, man. The person that's going to be free is not who you are right now. You got to become the person. Oh, boy. A little deep. I know. It's a little deep today. It's crazy. Shawnee said, Mark, you said some real shit the other day about when one's circumstances change, it's important to have the skill ready to elevate your circumstances. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I mean about the value that you give in time right now. See, the person that you are now don't want to do what we do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on. Let me repeat that. The person you are now don't really want to do what we do. The person you are now only wants the results of what we do. Whoa. You can't be that person when you become free. Ooh. That means you have to change from that person to the person that you're going to be. And you got to do that before the result of that comes. Listen, man. The result don't come first. The result comes after. What results? Want to know forever. Freedom. That's the result we talking about. Come on, baby. Come on. Yep. Normalize the process. Yep. Pele's, the market humbles you, so in life you will be humble as well. Everything transfers. Yes. Yep. We're not trading. We align ourselves with the market. Yep. Michael, what's good? Yeah. Sadiq said it's New Year's resolution season. You know that topic is coming. That's gonna be a good one. Excuse me. Paley said, to be in position, you have to become the position.
I'm focused, man.
Yeah, Michael, you good. You got the replay. You definitely got to play it back. Oh, excuse me. Dang. I'm over here laughing and hiccuping at the same time. Sadiq said, I brought the calico out. Ooh, yes. Fon said, that's the true meaning of manifestation. Become your goal before you get it. Yes. Yes. That's it right there, man. That's it. That's it. That's it. See, because what happens is there is a result that goes along with the position. Hold on. There's a result that goes along with the freedom. But don't chase the result. Chase the freedom. Man, oh man. People love chasing results. Don't chase the results. And, an example of chasing results, in your mind, you're like, oh, I can't wait till I get, 30 trades. You chasing the result. The way you get to 30 trades is 1-0. Over and over again. Over and over again. Over and over again. That's how you get there. Your 1-0 should be 100% solid every time. Why did I take that? Up, I know why I took it. Boom. No questions asked. 1-0. Rinse and repeat. You see, that's what I mean. You're already in the position. The position is not when you get to 30 trades. The position is when you mentally know that you're at 1-0 forever. Okay, Cherie, I see now what you were asking. She said it sounds like you're varying from the blueprint of a slow market, but you said sometimes you make a move in fast markets or something like that. Yeah, what I was saying is that sometimes I will take trades in a more accelerated environment, sometimes in even a fast environment. Like when you look at the market was moving fast when I took the trade. And excuse me, that's not a deviation from the process. It's an elevation of the process. This is something that I've discussed in training multiple times. It's not something that we focus on because it's just like I've said in the past. When you're ready to understand, you won't have to ask no more. Certain things you just understand eventually, and you don't have to ask about it no more. That's how you know that you understand. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm pointing it out because what I'm saying is that people try to box me into something when they see me trade, when they see videos. And what they'll do is they say, oh, well, all you doing is waiting for a slow market. And it's like, well, there's more to it than that, though. As a matter of fact, it ain't even based on the slow market. What we look at in the market ain't even based on the slow market. Slow market just happens to be the easier way to see it. Whoa. Slow environment just happens to be an easier way to spot it. That switches up everything right there, don't it? Now you realize, like, oh, okay, so it's definitely way more to it. Yeah, but because you're trying to box me into a strategy, you think my strategy is he trade when it's slow, when that's not even what it is that we're doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trading because it's slow. You see? The market being slow just allows me to be able to see what I'm actually looking to see with more precision. And that's what I teach you to do. I teach you and condition you to do the same thing. But you're not learning how to trade in a slow market. You understand? That's not even the basis for what we do. But when you are training with us, you understand and you start to elevate and it starts to click. It starts making sense. And that's when it goes somewhere else. So again, this is why it's so important to have the blueprint. You see, when you have the blueprint, then you understand, like, oh snap, man, it's way deeper than I thought it was. I was messing up. Exactly. Then you get into training with us and you start 301 in it and you realize, like, oh my God, I got it now. Finally, I got it. I'm so glad I joined. You got the blueprint. Now you got the real blueprint, not the one that you made up. Where you thought I was doing something that I wasn't. Yep. She said, I'm just asking, but it sounds like you're making a calculation. I'm just curious, is how I see it anyway. Yeah, no, it's not based on that at all. It's actually based on what I just described. You know, without divulging too much. But basically, it's not limited to the speed of the market at all. In fact, it's not limited to that. So that means that if it works, it should be able to work in any environment, which it does. Yep, which it does. But that was a good question, though. Very good question, Cherie. Melanie, I feel like you're sitting in my living room speaking directly to me. She said, I'm so frazzled, I hit the send button before I finish my sentence. Come on, you know the vibe is real, man. This vibe is real. Sadiq said, chill, bro, they ain't ready. Listen, y'all got to get ready. Gotta get ready. Billy X, I don't trade crude oil at all. And I haven't been looking at oil recently, so I probably can't give you any good advice on it at all, to be honest. Yep. Bitcoin, I told y'all about back in March. I told everybody to buy some more on that dip. I don't know who did, but I was telling people to buy 4,000. Did they listen? Yep. I remember I was telling everybody. I was in the car at the time. I was in the car. Yeah, but it's all good. Yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, Billy. Yep. All right, man. So this was another awesome, excellent episode. Brooklyn Moses podcast, man. So much information, so much, education and value here, without a doubt. When you're tuning in, make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already. The Brooklyn Moses Podcast.com. When you go to that site, you'll be able to access the podcast. They let you access it directly from the page, but it's also available on Spotify, iTunes, and everywhere where podcasts are available. Google Podcasts, all of them. It's everywhere now. So we out here, man. We out here. And of course, we streaming live, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and maybe TikTok. I don't know if Jay Carly put the tripod up today, but if so, we over there too. So we everywhere, man. We're gonna make it so you can't not see us. Yep. And then y'all looking for this freedom. Trading is the perfect vehicle to use to achieve your freedom when you have the blueprint for it. The blueprint for success. And that's what TA is, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. It really is. Beautiful thing. All right, y'all. So, man, Dan, this is episode 15 already. Episode 15 in the bag. Brooklyn Moses Podcast. Y'all know what it is. Yep. Shout out to my team, man. The growth here is crazy right now. The growth. People are understanding what we're doing. I didn't do a live training yesterday. I just took off. Everybody was training anyway. Come on, man. 301 over P. That's it. Training. We training even when we don't train. Pele said freedom isn't a million, it's skill. Facts. All facts. And IG, I apologize. I'm just seeing y'all. Shout out to Black Rhythm in the building on IG. Eric Jones. And who else was over here? Seemed like it was somebody else after that. Oh, Living a Blessed Life. Yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Definitely. All right, you know what it is, man. Brooklyn Moses Podcast. We out. See you on the next one. 15 in the bag. We out.